Okay, so I figured I'd give an update on the whole single mother situation. And if you're expecting me to tell you some crazy, outlandish story, then sorry. You're gonna be disappointed, because the truth is pretty boring. And most of you seem to think I'm just making this up anyway, so I might as well say that she got abducted by aliens and then I teamed up with Batman and La Chupacabra to go into outer space to rescue her. But what really happened is a lot more boring than that. And the Chupacabra is canonically evil, so that wouldn't make sense anyways. And after I talk about single mother, I am also going to address the big controversy, since everyone thinks I'm making all this up now. I mean, half of you already thought I was making everything up, but now it's more like 80% of you. So, I will address that. And I don't expect to change anyone's mind, but there's just a lot of weird rumors going around in the comment sections. Like, so many people are leaving comments saying that I admitted this whole channel is just a LARP. And yeah, that never happened. So I don't know how all the rumors came to be, but yeah, I'm going to address that. So anyways, single mother. So here's where we're at as of now. After she left my house the other day, she spent the night, 2 nights in a row. She slept in my bed with me. Nothing happened. I froze. If you're listening to this, then you probably already know the deal, but yeah. So that was like, I don't know, a few days ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't fucking know. Time is a blur to me at this point. I got too much going on. Whatever. Well, when she was leaving, she told me to text her, and she was still acting pretty affectionate toward me at that time, even though I had, the night before I had totally frozen when she was pretty much making it pretty obvious. She was being pretty obvious about the fact that she wanted me to make a move, and I didn't. So I'm kind of surprised she wasn't mad or anything after that, but anyways. So yeah, she told me to text her while she's gone because she was going to go stay with her sister in another state while she tried to figure out her living situation back here. And I think that was like a week ago, at least a week ago. I really don't know. I might be way off. And I just need to say this, like, seriously, I know a lot of you think I don't do anything all day since I'm unemployed. But honestly, with taking care of the baby and working on YouTube, and yeah, I have multiple YouTube channels, okay? And it's a lot of work working on them. And yeah, taking care of the baby, working on YouTube, it's like having 2 full-time jobs, okay? I don't do anything in my free time other than YouTube stuff. And yes, it is what I choose to do, don't get me wrong, but it is work. Whether you see it that way or not, it is. It takes a lot of time and effort. And sometimes I feel like I need a fucking break. But the way YouTube is, I don't get a break. You can't take a break if you want to make even like minimum wage. And I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way now, but this channel, the Losermaxxing channel, the one you're watching right now, this is the only channel I have that earns me any money, and it's not much. In my best month, I made like, I think $400 or $500, and my total lifetime earnings on this channel is like, fuck it, I guess I'll just show you. Okay, so there it is. That's how much money I made on this channel. While we're doing this, I guess, I have one other channel that's ever earned me any money on YouTube. And I'm not going to share what that channel is with you, but I will show you how much I made. Okay, so there it is. Add all that up, and that's like, I don't know, less than $5,000. That is my total lifetime earnings on YouTube. And all the earnings from that other channel was from like 3 years ago or something. And it's not even monetized anymore, by the way. But anyways, so yeah, I work all day, every day, and even in the middle of the fucking night, okay? While all you internet trolls that spread rumors about me are sleeping, sounding snug in your beds, I'm waking up sometimes 2 or even 3 times a night to deal with a crying baby who still doesn't sleep through the night, even though he's almost 1 year old now. And most babies his age do sleep all the way through the night, so I don't know why he struggles with it. But the doctor said it's fine, so whatever. But I'm just saying, my life isn't exactly easy peasy lemon squeezy just because I'm unemployed. I literally have 0 free time, okay? None. And all this kind of was thrust upon me, you know? I didn't make the decision to have a baby. I'm just dealing with this, okay? I really don't get much sleep. There are times, I have times when I could choose to sleep, but if I do that, then I'm going to make less money because I won't be able to put out as many videos. And that's the only way I make any money. And it's, my earnings are pitiful, but it is something. Okay? So I have to make videos. And again, don't get me wrong, it's what I choose to do. I enjoy it, but also I have to do it. And you can tell me all you want that I should just get a regular job because then I could make more money, but I don't care, okay? I'm not listening. This world is a fucking cruel and unfair, and I've never got any real benefit from doing things the quote unquote right way. So I'm not going to do what I should do. I'm not going to do what you think I should do, okay? I'm doing things my way, period. And fuck you if you think there's something wrong with that. And either way, if I did get a real job, then we'd have to put the baby in daycare, so there is a trade-off there. I'd rather it be me here with him, taking care of him every day, because at least I know I care about him and I have his best interest in mind. And I'm sure he'd be taken great care of at daycare. I'm sure it would be good. I'm sure he would be fine. But I know he's safe with me. And he does have a food allergy, by the way. So, yeah, I'm not getting a regular job, okay? But back to the topic at hand. So, single mother left like 10 days ago? I don't fucking know. Whenever. And she told me to text her, but I didn't. And she hasn't texted me either. But I did text her now, or like 2 days ago. It's been about 48 hours now, I think, since I texted her, and she still has not responded. And I'm thinking she's probably not going to either. And it sucks. But honestly, whatever. I don't care. I don't even fucking care. I mean, I do. Like, obviously I do care, but whatever. When I really think about it, even if I ended up in a relationship with her, I mean, I don't really see how it could work out. Because there's no way she's going to be okay with me in the long term not bringing in a steady income. Because she does know that I'm unemployed right now, but long term, I really doubt she would be okay with that, because who would? And maybe I would get to have relations with her a few times, and I'm sure that would be great, because I've thought about it a lot, and I know it would be great. It would probably be some of the best times of my life. But I also know there's no way that it would last. And when it's all said and done, where would I even end up? You know, what would be the result of all this? Because I think the result would probably just be me living with her, not getting to have any intimate time, because I'm sure she'd just get fed up with me not making any money. And of course, then, I'd have 2 babies to take care of. And I don't even know, thinking about the living situation, I really can't move out of my mom's house at this point because she is the baby's legal guardian. Okay? And she wouldn't let him live anywhere else. And I'm not leaving him. I'm not doing that under any circumstance. So just logistically, there's no way for any kind of relationship between me and single mother, there's no way it could actually work out. So, let's say she does text me back. And let's say she's actually willing to give me another chance. Well, maybe I could manage to somehow, get laid once or twice. And that really is the best case scenario. And you can call me a cuck or whatever, volcel, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say. But I don't think it would be right for me to do that, sleep with her, knowing that in the long term, there's no way that this actually works out. And obviously, that is a volcel mentality, but whatever. I don't think it would be good for me in the long term either. And really, none of this even matters because the chances that she actually texts me back at this point are slim to none. And I really think, even though I haven't texted her either, even so, if she really did like me and she actually wanted to be with me, she would have texted me by now. I'm not a total moron. If a woman actually wants to be with a man, then she will do whatever it takes to be with him. So, she would have texted me by now if that was the case, if she wanted to be with me. So, and just talking about this now, I'm so if she wanted to be with me, we'd never had, why would I even think that she would? So, I think that's about all I have to say about that for now. Okay. So let's talk about what you all really want to hear about. Let's talk about my other YouTube channel. And first, I will say, I understand why people would think that I've just been lying the whole time on this channel, on the Losermaxxing channel. I understand that. I do. And I think that's a reasonable thing to think. So if you believe that this is all fake, fine, I don't blame you for thinking that. But the truth is that the vast majority of what I have said on this channel is 100% true. I have lied about some small details here and there to try to protect my identity, but I've never lied on here about anything significant. All the stories I've told you, that's all true. So, another channel of mine was discovered, and the content on that channel seems to contradict some of the stuff that I have said on this channel. And that has led some people to believe that I've just been playing a character on the Losermaxxing channel. I've just been making everything up. So let me explain. Again, the truth is that Losermaxxing, this channel, these videos, this is the real me. And the wealthy NEET is just a character. I created the Wealthy Neat channel because I do know a lot about YouTube and how to grow a YouTube channel. And I thought it would be fun to make some videos sharing what I know, especially since a lot of the most popular YouTube growth channels, they either give bad advice or it's like outdated advice, or they give advice that just isn't applicable for the type of content that I make. But ultimately, I created that channel to try to make some money. For those that don't know, the amount of ad revenue you earn from YouTube is based on a lot of different factors, but one of those factors is your niche or the topic of your videos. And I've heard that the make money online niche is one of the higher paying niches out there. So I wanted to experiment with that on the Wealthy Neat channel. So that's why I also have a few videos on that channel about other ways to make money online that aren't YouTube related. But the video that's got everyone thinking I'm a phony is this one. So let me explain. This video right here, and everything I said in this video, is 100% fabricated. I made this video in an attempt to go viral. Basically, what I was doing, I was trying to copy this video from Gooby and Dooby that got 16 million something views. So I took elements from his story and I used them to make up my own story about quitting my job in journalism. And I'm actually surprised that people are believing that this is a true story, because I didn't really even put that much effort into it. I just came up with a few cliche plot points, and even the way that I was speaking in the video, I was just trying to copy the way that the guy in the Gooby and Dooby video talks. That's why I had all these long dramatic pauses, because that's how he did it. I was literally trying to copy how he talks. And I mean, everything about that video, I was trying to copy the Gooby and Dooby video in a very formulaic way. Like, his video is about him quitting his job in an interesting career field. He was a neurosurgeon. And the reason he quit was because he took issue morally with the direction the field was going. Now look at my video. Same idea. I say that I quit my job in an interesting field, journalism, because I took moral issue with the direction the field was going. And the reason I picked video journalism specifically for my supposed career is because I wanted it to relate somehow to YouTube. So, editing videos, YouTube, it's kind of related. And, the reason for that is because that channel is mostly about how to grow on YouTube. So it's relevant. And like I said, I do understand why someone watching this would assume that I'm also making things up on this channel. But what surprises me is that people actually think that the Wealthy Neat video is a true story. I know most of you didn't actually watch the video yourselves, but if you do, I mean, the acting is so bad. If you watched that, it's cliche after cliche. Like, the plot of the story is basically, I got hired into a 6-figure job at like the New York Times or something like that with no degree, just because someone saw a YouTube video I made. Then I get a girlfriend at that job and together we try to organize a protest or something, but we just get shut down. And then I find out that my girlfriend was cheating on me with the guy that shut down our protest. And like, just from the start, it just reads like a poorly written, made-for-TV Lifetime movie. And also, I'll come back to this later, but in this video and several others on the Wealthy Neat channel, I claimed that I have no college degree, while on the Losermaxxing channel, I always claim that I have 2 degrees, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. And, well, the truth is, I have 2 degrees. I do have a master's degree in computer science, as I have mentioned often on this channel. And here it is. Okay? Now, obviously, a diploma like this could be faked. So I know this isn't like undeniable proof, but that's what I got. Okay? So you can decide for yourself if you think this is a fake diploma or if this is real. Okay? And oh yeah, by the way, the salary that I said that I had in the title of that I quit my job video, I think it was like $117,000. I literally just took that from a Reddit thread I found when I Googled how much a video journalist makes. Because again, I did not put that much thought into making that video like a coherent story. And from the start with that video, I was thinking, if this does end up getting a lot of views, then I'll probably make another video talking about how I just made it all up and how it was a hoax. And that video, the follow-up video, would focus on talking about how videos like that have been performing well on YouTube, because it is kind of a trend. You know, videos like the Gooby and Dooby video, that's not the only one that's gone viral. And you know, the idea of the Wealthy Neat channel is to give advice on how to grow on YouTube, so I think that would be a really interesting video. And here, I actually have this. Obviously, this could be faked as well, but I'm just going to show you because I had this. This is a screenshot from the Notes app on my phone where you can see I created a note with the title, "I never had a job in journalism, I was 100% lying." And you can see at the bottom, it shows that this note was last edited on April 21st. And you can check the dates for yourself if you want. But the I quit my journalism job video was published on May 11th. Okay? So that's the proof I have that I wasn't even planning on maintaining that particular lie. Okay? That video was basically an experiment. And again, yes, I know it would not be that hard to fake a screenshot like this. But I'm just showing you the evidence that I have. Because obviously, at the time, I wasn't expecting that I would ever need to prove anything. Okay? I guess naively, I suppose, I didn't expect anyone to find the Wealthy Neat channel that fast and connect it to this channel. But here we are. There are some other videos on the Wealthy Neat channel where I said things that aren't true. I had that tier list video where I talked about doing DoorDash and freelance video editing, amongst other things. And I've never done any of that. I have used data annotation before to make a bit of money, but I only ever made like a few $100s from that in total. So, yeah. I never wanted the Wealthy Neat to mix with my real life. From the start, it was always meant just to be a way to try to make some more money, and also a way for me to experiment with different styles of content. You can even notice in most of the videos on that channel, especially the earlier ones, I was doing a voice. I was trying to kind of disguise my voice. And it is kind of subtle, but I was trying to sound different so people wouldn't recognize my voice and connect that channel to this one. But I eventually gave up on that because the way I was doing the voice made it like I would run out of breath because I was doing this. I was talking kind of like this in a robotic and nasally way. And yeah, it's hard for me to talk like that. So anyways, the reason that I didn't want anyone to connect that channel to Losermaxxing is because this channel, Losermaxxing, is my real life. So essentially, the Wealthy Neat is a character. And I don't really care if you believe me or not. And I don't expect everybody to believe me. There's not really any good way for me to prove any of this beyond a shadow of a doubt, especially not without doxing myself. And if anything, I've probably already shown you enough for some autistic internet detectives to find my identity and come assassinate me in the middle of the night. But here's the thing, and I want you to pay attention to this. If you kill me, you're gay. Oh, and by the way, my cranium circumference is exactly what the fuck I said it was.